These are 20 things I hate about being a young adult in 2023.
Real quick, before I start the video, I just wanted to say that this is not an original idea, and I stole this idea from my sister. It's not her idea either, but that's where I got it from. Um, so thank you, Jasmine, for this idea.
We're freeloaders, we're leeching off of our parents, we don't actually want to work. Right? I'm gonna stop counting because I literally can't. Okay, the fifth thing, I think. Number one is people who beat around the bush. Why? Why? Just speak your truth. That simple. The second one is parents or people in general my age who have no patience for children. Specifically when parents don't want to explain to their child why they shouldn't do the thing you're telling them not to do, but you won't explain it to them. They're not going to know. They're not just going to listen to you blindly. Also, parents who think that their kid is being bad on purpose. Take it elsewhere. I guarantee you your kid is not being bad on purpose. They're just trying to communicate to you what they need. The number one mom mug or number one dad mug you have is not an actual award. The third thing is parents my age who hit their kids as discipline. You're hitting your child? The child? The kid? You are abusing the kid. Thank you. Number 4 is people who go to other people about problems they're having with someone else. I don't mean venting. I mean specifically when people go to somebody with a problem that could be solved if you just went to the person you had a problem with. If someone is bothering you and you go to somebody else saying, this person does this to me and I really don't like it, and I'm not going to tell them to stop, but I'm going to tell you about it. I don't care. Do not tell me about it. Go to that person and tell them. I'm sure they wouldn't want to hear it, but you don't know because you didn't try. Instead, I'm having to listen to it. And again, I don't mean venting. I don't mean in any way if you go to somebody to vent about something, that's totally different. But I think it only counts as venting if you've already tried to communicate to that person how they're bothering you and they still don't stop. The flag is red. Anyways, if you go to somebody else about problems you're having with another person, instead of trying to communicate with that person first that you're having a problem, it will go nowhere. The problem stays. Number 5 is bullies and mean girls. In 2023? In 2023, you're a bully or a mean girl? That's old. We already did all this anti-bully. We already did that. Did you not learn from what happened to Regina George? Do you like getting hit by buses? Get a life. The sixth thing, this bothers me so much. When people my age we've already graduated high school. It's happened already. And they are still in their high school mindset. They're still thinking about high school. They're missing high school. They want to go back. High school was such a fun time when you didn't have to think about anything and da-da-da-da-da. It's over. You graduated. Just, first of all, be happy that you graduated. Second of all, why would you want to go back there? Why? For what reason? If you liked high school, go to college. It's pretty much the same thing. You're welcome. Problem solved. The seventh thing I have is probably something that bothers me the most because I've personally experienced this. It's people who don't like somebody, but then will go out of their way to make it seem as if they like that person when they do not like that person. If you don't like me, just don't like me. My life is not over because you don't like me. If you don't like me, but then you hang out with me and you talk about me, you talk to me, you go out of your way to make it seem as if you like me, do you actually not like me, or are you just projecting? What's going on? What's going on? Me personally, I would never ever hang out with someone I don't like. I would never go out of my way to make it seem as if I like that person. You're strange. Number 8 is people who lie about their opinions to keep the peace in a relationship. This goes back to number 7 because they're both sort of in that realm of lying to somebody in order to stay friends. If you have to lie to someone to stay friends, the friendship is not strong. Quite weak, in fact. Okay? I'm telling you, do not lie to somebody to stay friends with them. Just don't do it. Just be friends with people who are going to like you for you. There are so many friendships that are built off of lies because somebody lied about. Well, off of lies because somebody lied. There are so many friendships built on a foundation of lies because someone said that they liked a certain band that the other one likes when they don't, or someone agreed with another's opinion when they actually disagree, just to stay friends. This is not to show you. You do not have to be a creepy liar. You do not have to change yourself to be friends with anybody. Good day. Number 9 is actually more related to adulting than the previous ones. The previous ones were more like social things that I have an issue with or that I hate. Number 9 is the fact that when you're a kid, no one tells you anything about being an adult or what it entails, but they make sure you know it's hard. But what if one of the things that's making it harder is the fact that no one is telling you about it? I'm just saying. Number 10 grinds my gears because it's not something that is an issue in its own right. It's just something that I hate as it relates to myself because I am a jealous ass person, okay? I am walking, living jealousy, okay? So number 10 is when people have no goals in life or no dreams or they don't know what they want to do, but they're not worried about not having a goal or not having a dream or not knowing what they want to do. How are you not stressed? How are you not anxious? Every day, every single day, I think about what I need to do in the future, what my goals are, what my dreams are. Every day. And you don't? You don't worry about it? It's especially terrible for people who have not had to work for anything that they have and they have things given to them, or people who have experienced advantages in life that I could never experience. And yeah, okay, I'm jealous. Okay, I'm jealous. I am jealous. I'm envious. I am a jealous, envious person. I'm mad. I don't understand. Why is it so hard for me and you're not stressed though? You're not stressed. I'm stressed. I'm anxious. The next thing is probably the biggest problem that young adults are facing in this post-COVID world, this fucking, I can't say that word, post-apocalyptic society that we live in, the job market. The job market is poo-poo. It's terrible. It is legitness. The job market is the equivalent of mass gaslighting because tell me why all of these locations are saying that they're hiring. Are you hiring? Are you hiring? Cuz why did I apply 4 times and not get hired? Are you hiring? Why did I call once a week for 3 weeks and you have not replied? Are you hiring? They actually like make it seem like they're desperate for somebody. Like I know people where I and multiple other people have applied for a job and have all received nothing back. Who did you hire? If not me, if not him, if not her, who did you hire? Lies, gaslighting. The next thing is something that I struggle with personally because That's my life. And God loves me. Yes. Christian. The next thing is how intense some parents are about growing up and moving out and being self-sufficient. I'm 19. My age ends with teen. It ends with teen. My age starts with a 1. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I don't know if you're scared that, like, I'm going to end up a bum and be homeless or something. Not that there's anything wrong with homeless people, but you're, like, scared that I'm gonna fail in life because I'm not moved out and self-sufficient and have a career at 19. 9. An age that ends with teen? No. And the older generation is so confident that it's vastly easier to get a job now in 2023. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know that's giving out careers to people? Because I don't know anybody, okay? I know not of this creature that you speak of. I don't know this creature, okay? You lost me. You lost me. I don't know, okay? This next thing relates to the previous one in the sense that it's about how older generations perceive us. Older generations constantly paint us to be lazy or that we're freeloaders, we're leeching off of our parents, we don't actually want to work. I feel like, and I could be wronger than wrong. Like, I could just be infactual. I could be make-believe right now. But I feel like we, like, in our late teens, early 20s, I feel like we, like, experience the same amount of stigma that a 30 or 40-year-old who was living in their basement in 2003 would. Like, in the 2000s, it was a huge joke that if you're 40 or 30 something or whatever living with your parents in their basement, that you're like a loser, like boo, like you suck. They make it seem like you're a loser if you're living with your parents at 19, 20, 21. Like, am I supposed to own a home, have a family? You need to relax. Just because you got busy at 19. Listen, the next thing is specifically related to school. If you're a young adult who, after graduating high school, moved on to the college system, first of all, I salute you. I commend you. Yeah, because it's hard. But if you're a young adult who went to college after you graduated from high school, then you understand how stressful college is. And it's worse because nowadays, college does not mean what college meant when it meant what college meant, if you know what I mean. Back in the olden times, ancient times. So if you're an older adult and you're watching this, first of all, why are you here? This is not for you. In the 80s and 90s, but more specifically like the 60s and 70s, like 70s, 80s time, basically any time before the year 2000, okay? It was substantially more impressive to get a bachelor's degree. Like, if you went to college for 4 years, you're set for life. Congratulations, here's your degree, here's your career, here's your money. You can now own a home, afford to live, start a family, off of one household, by the way, of income, one, singular. That is not the case anymore. That does not happen. You do your 4 years of schooling, congratulations, do you want a cookie? You want a cookie? You want a brownie? It does not mean the same. If you have your bachelor's degree, congratulations, you have a bachelor's degree. When you go to look up jobs and the requirements for jobs, you'll see that a lot more jobs are now expecting you to have a master's degree plus years of experience. A master's degree and years of experience? I won't be able to get this job until I'm like 40. I just did 6 years of school. I have to get 4 years of experience now? The reason why people went to college back in the day was because it was supposed to replace the experience that you were lacking. You don't have experience? That's okay. At least you went to school for 4 years. So you do have knowledge of what you're doing, even though you don't have any hands-on experience. Nowadays, you need the experience and the schooling for whatever reason. It's as if they want people to get better at this job that is not that hard. It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense to have to go to school for 6+ years, then also have 4+ years of experience and a certificate. This is not the CIA. This is not the FBI. This is not the Secret Service. I do not need to know everything about the universe to do this job. I do not need 10 years of school and 4 years of experience and a certificate. You're crazy. You're crazy. The next thing I have is when you're a young adult, especially now, you're treated as either a kid or an adult, depending on the situation that you're in. You're either too young or too old. For example, there will be times when there are older adults having a conversation and you would like to join in, but they won't let you because you're too young to understand. Too young to understand, okay. And then those same adults will scold you and speak badly, negatively in some way about you when you do something wrong or when you mess up because you were too old you knew better. You were too old. Too old. How am I too young and too old at the same time? No. Reject. The next thing is like everyone agrees about it, but nobody actually wants to say it out loud because nobody wants to criticize social media. Social media has ruined our economy. It's ruined what children and teenagers look to in life. Social media has changed the way children and teenagers view life and changed their goals and aspirations as well. So whenever it comes to jobs like plumbing, electricians, door-to-door salesmen, like teachers, every version of a person who works, there are less children every single day who want to do that thing because of the social medias. Because of the TikToks. Because of TikTok. Because of the YouTubes. The gram. The gram. Did I miss your favorite one? Don't worry, Be Real is part of it too. Snapchat. What else? Yeah. Even Pinterest. Pinterest is changing the way our children want to live life. Pinterest is making America lose electricians. We have less plumbers because of Pinterest. For legal reasons, that's a joke. I'm not serious. Do Pinterest, don't waste your time on me. The next thing needs no introduction. Me introducing the next thing. Inflation. Enough said. This one is only for the neurodivergent adults out there. So if that's you, thank you for watching my video, because I bet you anything. Because I'm new to this, I bet you anything there's bore happening. I'm boring you. You're bored. But if you're still watching, thank you. When you're neurodivergent, specifically like when you have ADHD or autism, it's so much harder to live life. It's harder to socialize. It's harder to take care of yourself. It's harder to get things done. It's harder to do anything. For most people with ADHD or autism, when you wake up and get out of bed, get yourself ready, and do all of the stuff that you need to do just to start the day, that's it. Your energy is gone. Your energy has gone. It has left. You are abandoned by this energy. And if you do have energy, it wouldn't matter because you still can't do anything. Have you ever heard of executive dysfunction? People who are not neurodivergent, neurotypicals, okay? Have you heard of executive dysfunction? Have you heard of it? If you haven't, look it up. That is something people struggle with daily. You're welcome for that. Another thing that I absolutely hate, loathe, is the used car market. The used car market. Why? Why are cars so expensive? They're used. It smells like tobacco in that car. $18,000 for a 2013 car that smells like tobacco. Absolutely not. You're tripping. You're tripped out. The problem is that the used car market is only getting worse, and it's only becoming harder and harder to get a car. Especially if you're someone who has no help getting a car. Personally, I'm not going to be receiving any type of assistance when it comes to getting a vehicle. We are so discouraged. I'm discouraged because they're out here selling shitty cars that cost a whole arm and a leg. I would rather crawl to my destination than pay $20,000 for a 2015 Nissan Altima that has ripped seats, smells like tobacco, and has no functioning AC. The 20th and final thing that I hate is how discouraging the older generation makes being an adult seem like. A lot of people my age are completely discouraged when it comes to looking for a job, or when it comes to being excited about being an adult, or being excited about life in general or the future, because the older generation goes out of their way to remind us daily how being an adult is terrible and every day you're unhappy. Keep the negativity. If you're having trouble with adulting, don't give it to me. So those were 20 things that I hate about being a young adult in 2023. If you have anything that you would like to add to the list, or anything that I forgot to mention that you hate about being a young adult in our age, put it in the comments below and let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you related to this video in any way, or you would like to see more content about being a young adult in this generation. And don't forget to like the video if you like the video. And if you don't like the video, don't like the video. Don't dislike the video, because that's bullying. But if you like the video, like the video. And if you don't like the video, don't like the video. That's that simple. Thank you very much for watching this video all the way to this point. If you're still here right now at the end of this video, that's crazy, because I would have already left. But if you watched all the way up until this point, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And that's all for me. Bye.